High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Pottle Sports Complex here at Hermon High School, the site of today's Ticket TV contest, Class B boys soccer between the Hermon Hawks and the Caribou Vikings. I'm Mark Paulette, joined on today's broadcast by Ernie Clark, and we welcome you into the Darlings pregame show. Darlings and Bangor has you covered. For sales and service, shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models of all makes. Visit darlings.com. Well, Ernie, two teams that played two very different openers. The Hermon Hawks, a scoreless tie in the season opener with Ellsworth. The Caribou Vikings, a 6-4 victory led by 6 goals from Owen Kerrigan.
Yes, indeed. One showed off its offense, and one with a pretty strong defensive effort against Ellsworth, which is traditionally one of the top teams in Class B North. And come to find out, Ellsworth played his second game yesterday and lost to John Baptist, defending regional champions, just 1-0. So that speaks pretty well for the defensive effort that Hermon had in its season opener. And as you mentioned with Caribou, got out to a big lead, led 6-1. And Foxcroft, which was a good team, I believe, in Class C last year, they were a strong team, made the comeback all the way to 6-4, and 6-4, and wound up losing by just a goal there. So we see that a Caribou team that has won at least 10 games each of the last 2 years is back on it, at least offensively, through game one.
Yeah, they know how to score some goals as you take a look at those deep Class B standings. Just 1 or 2 games played so far from most of the teams out there. Hermon in 12th place looking for that first win. Caribou with the win sitting in 8th. Those standings presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Ernie and I are coming at you from the Quirk Broadcasting booth, and Ticket TV is presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. We're also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or just can't get enough McNuggets, there's values for you all over the menu. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. We are ready to take our first time out here in the pregame show. When we come back, a little deeper dive into the rosters, highlighting some of the players that you'll see out there on the pitch today. It's all coming up right around the corner, the Vikings and the Hawks. About 7 minutes from kicking it off today in Hermon on Ticket TV.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia. You'll do better at Darling's.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Welcome back to Hermon High School, the Pottle Sports Complex, the turf here, the site for today's contest, Class B Soccer. The Hermon Hawks hosting the Caribou Vikings, match number 2 in the 2025 season for both of these squads. Our coverage on Ticket TV presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Ticket TV also presented by Darlings and Bangor. They have you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models of all used makes. Visit darlings.com. Time now to take a look at the rosters brought to you by UMaine Online. Take a look at the visitors from Caribou. First up here in this segment, as we mentioned in the opener for the Vikings, 6 goals from Owen Corrigan, but Ben Bouchard, Declan Miller, and Carson Richards each added 2 assists. This is a team that, going back last year, the year before, Ernie, they know how to score.
Yeah, they know how to score, and like I mentioned earlier, they had 10 wins each of the last 2 regular seasons, made it to the regional semifinals a year ago before losing to Madomic Valley, so got a little bit of tournament experience as well. 5 seniors, 5 juniors, 6 sophomores, and 6 freshmen on the roster. 4 senior starters led by Owen Corrigan, a first-team All-Penobscot Valley Conference choice a year ago, and a sophomore, Declan Miller, was a first-team All-Conference choice as a freshman last year. And so a couple of, you got the youth and the experience, both very, very successful, and turn it to the Hermon Hawks here.
And take a look at the home side, how the Hawks are going to line up this afternoon, and you see they're building. You see some juniors and seniors sprinkled in there.
You've got 8 seniors on the roster, 4 of whom start, led by Carter Wiggin. He was a second-team All-PBC choice. Remember him from a couple of games we did last year, but they're trying to build right now. Just a couple of wins on the season last year to go with 3 ties, and they're trying to build that up over time. 8 seniors, 3 juniors, and 4 sophomores on the varsity roster. So as the mix there as the Hawks look for their first win of the season.
Hermon led by head coach Andris Zykis. Zykis was the head coach at Suffolk University from 2008 to 2012, 36, 47, and 5. The record there, one NCAA tournament appearance. So the Hawks trying to build a little momentum on the boys' side of the soccer program. We know what the girls do here at the Pottle Sports Complex, and that is just run roughshod over the competition.
Yeah, and you know something, I mean, Hermon also has a lot of kids playing football.
Yeah, they do.
And that does make it a challenge at times in terms of the numbers of great athletes. Not that there aren't great athletes on this current Hermon roster, but it makes it tough. Although Hermon's enrollment, and also they're one of the few schools in the area that the enrollment is growing as time goes on. So they do benefit from that.
Those rosters brought to you by UMaine Online, 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. You can apply now, umaine.edu/online. Our coverage of Ticket TV also presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. We're also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. We'll take another time out here in the pregame show. When we come back, we'll meet the starters and get you ready for the kicks between the Vikings and the Hawks. Up next on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides, if it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins. And all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
New or used? What's your preference? If you prefer to buy used, it's smart to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle from Down East. Here's why. All vehicles go through a rigorous 160-point inspection. They come with comprehensive and powertrain warranties, a Carfax history report, and 7 years of roadside assistance. Plus, qualified buyers get low new car financing rates. It's true, the best new cars do make the best used cars. For Toyota certified used vehicles, all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Hermon. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
Back in Hermon, where our Ticket TV coverage is presented by Dean's Detailing. For over 5 decades, they have been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Also presented by the Furniture Gallery, a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, Topsom, and Windham. They offer a great selection of furniture for every room in your home from great brands like Ashley, Flex Steel, and more. Shop local and save money at the Furniture Gallery. Mark Paulette and Ernie Clark with you in the broadcast booth for this call between the Hawks and the Vikings. Ernie, what do you have for some keys to the game?
Well, it seems simple. I mean, based on the one game each team has played, Hermon's going to figure out how to score.
There you go.
And Caribou's got to tighten up defensively. I mean, they did give up, 4 or 5 goals in that opener. They did get 6, which is good enough to win most games, but you need to tighten up your defense. And I, again, as I said earlier, Hermon played to a scoreless tie against the Ellsworth program. It's always good. And then Ellsworth went out yesterday, I believe, and lost to John Baptist 1-0. So that defensive effort, it makes that defensive effort that Hermon had against Ellsworth look all the better when they were able to hold down a John Baptist team that has been the best around here for the last 3 years.
Ernie's keys to the game presented by Dean's Detailing. We'll take our final timeout of the pregame show. When we come back, it's the kick between the Vikings and the Hawks. Up next on Ticket TV.
Didn't trust us.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. As the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right all year round. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Main Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Main Trailer. Main Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
Back in Hermon, and you can see the scene right there, just about ready for the kick. Ticket TV presented by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Also presented by Eastern Maine Community College at EMCC. Every student has a story. Some are just beginning. Others are starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Underway here at the Pottle Sports Complex. Hermon jumping onto possession and trying to send one deep that the Caribou backline has to chase after.
Pretty still in terms of the wind based on the flags in the corner as Hermon gets off the first shot of the game, not on goal.
Nathan Philbrick, the soccer equivalent of a slap shot, if you will, just came right to him and fizzed one in direction.
A couple of young goalies in this game, by the way. For Caribou, Cameron Condry, a freshman, playing in net. And for Hermon, it's sophomore Reed Garner. Him wearing the pink to the left of us.
Out of bounds, Caribou to bring it back in. Peyton Putra to do so. Lobbing it down towards the Vikings' offensive end. Declan Miller with a touch. We mentioned that he had 2 assists in the opener when Owen Corrigan scored all 6 of the goals for the Vikings.
Yeah, he's a center mid. He was a first-team all-conference as a freshman last year for the Vikings.
Chance here for Hermon as a cross comes in, dealt with by Caribou, but the Hawks scramble to get back on possession and then taken away. Nicely done by Declan Miller, stepping through a couple of challenges and feeding his teammate Corrigan. Owen Corrigan going to work. That will go out of play, and I believe we have our first corner of the contest coming up.
Good defense by Lane York, a sophomore. One-on-one against Corrigan, was able to force the ball out. Does set up a corner kick for the Vikings.
Declan Miller down in the corner with his hands raised to take it. He'll bring it into the area and snagged out of the air by the pink shirt.
Reed Garner.
Garner reaching high to grab it.
Yeah, did a nice job there reading the play and going up and getting it.
Settled here by Wigan. Tries to take it outside. And now sends one down to the corner, giving chase is Connor Kelly, but unable to get there before it crosses the boundary. Lively start here for both teams, making their way up and down the pitch. Hermon trying to take it away. Caribou running along that 18-yard box. Run out there on the sideline now. Ernie, I'm going to leave this on you because when you have teams from the county, last names can go many different ways. H-E-B-E-R-T. Herbert, Hebert. What are we calling Louis?
I'd say Hebert.
Hebert. Neither. All right.
Because I think there were a couple of other ones that played for Caribou recently. At least one, I think it was a transfer from Van Buren. He's a good basketball player, too.
Hermon offsides there, the flag up.
It depends. A lot of these depends on where in the state you're located. Gagnon is a classic example. Down in the Waterville area, when I worked down there, it was Gagnon.
There's about 17 different ways to pronounce that
My
combination
hometown
of
was
letters.
Gagne, where apparently it's Gagne here as well. Way up in the north, up in the St. John Valley, Guyon was a popular name. And I don't think that those are all of the options.
That's always a worrying one when you see it pop up on rosters come tourney time. You don't quite know which direction it's going as that ball is played out for a goal kick.
See, back in the day, I didn't care because all I had to do was spell it correctly.
Exactly.
Now it's a different ball game. Doesn't matter how I spell it.
Garner places the ball down for a goal kick.
By the way, Hermon playing into the sun. See, the wind's not bad, but you feel the breeze coming into the press box here a little bit, so you know it's there. Just can't see it on the flags.
Trying to play that ball out of the air was Kelly. Hermon lobs one over the top in the direction of Scripture, allowing Levi to give chase, but it's into the waiting arms of the Caribou keeper. Hermon playing it out wide down below us. Mac Bateman with a touch. Feeding it up the sideline to Scripture. Scripture dispossessed and has the ball taken away by Plord. Again, Hermon trying to play it long, but the Caribou back line was there for it. Scripture tries to switch the play, but no Hawk over there on the receiving end.
Yeah, chance for Caribou to attack a little bit with the field change.
Vikings coming up through the middle, poked forward. It's a foot race to the ball. Morrow giving chase, but Hermon first to it to usher the ball out of play for a Viking throw.
Yeah, it's Lane York again, back on defense there, kind of the sweeper action. Does a nice job, but Caribou for the second time, not a corner kick this time, but able to set up their attacking offense here in the offensive end.
Comes the long throw for the Vikings. They get it into the area, but popped back up into the air. Carson Richards with the delivery. Now out top, Miller trying to get around his defender. Hebert with the ball stuck at his feet, and finally Hermon able to come out of there with it. Streaking up from the back goes Philbrick. But the pass picked off by Caribou.
Yeah, I think Caribou at the other end kind of got too congested there. A whole lot of players in a very small piece of land there. It was hard to do anything. Kind of want to look for a pass in that instance.
Battle for possession here. A couple players going to the pitch. Kelly down there for Hermon. He's looking for a call in his favor. Not sure that he's going to get it, though.
Too late now. First shot of the game on goal for either team, however.
Free kick here for the Vikings to put the ball back into play. Up that right sideline now, giving chase for Hermon is Hart. Played forward to Philbrick. Caribou playing it back here. Looking for some runners up the sideline, but the ball doesn't get there. Intercepted by Hart once again. Hart continuing up that far sideline, trying to play it forward for Kelly. Leaving the ball behind there was Philbrick. It allowed Caribou to jump into the picture and a couple of Vikings to poke it out of play.
See Hermon keeping people back. Obviously the four defenders back, but they have two midfielders that are staying, kind of hanging back just in case. You think about Corrigan scoring 6 goals the other day against Foxcroft. He probably had some breaks. I mean, there was probably some counterattacks and fast breaks of sorts, and they're doing everything they can, at least positionally so far, to make sure that doesn't happen.
8.5 minutes in, so far so good for the Hawks defense here on Ticket TV. This broadcast is brought to you by Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Main Trailer has you covered. Main Trailer in Hamden and Auburn. Here come the Hawks, pass ahead, but it only rolls back to Dillon.
Yeah, we saw that with the girls' game the other day with Hermon involved against Ellsworth. Is you can use kind of the lines on the field. There's so many of them to kind of lead passes, and it's probably something they practice, both teams, girls and boys.
At the other end, here's a chance for Caribou. It's put around the keeper and into the right corner. How's that for the opening goal? Owen Corrigan makes it 7 for 7 to start the year for the Caribou Vikings.
Yeah, I want to see who made that lead pass up, but that's a typical, we were just talking about the counterattack and contact, but didn't matter as Corrigan got to it first. I don't know if we can go back a little bit farther on that or further on that. to see who made that lead pass, but it was a nice setup that left Corrigan one-on-one. He won that race to the ball.
Garner caught well outside of his area there. Corrigan just had to poke it underneath it and let that ball roll to the far post. 1-0 Caribou. Nearly 10 minutes into the game, getting the word from producer
Morrow.
Max that it's another Max on
Otto
the assist.
says Max Morrow. Here come the Vikings again. That's Morrow's first assist of the year. I mean, there was a lot of congestion there when you think about it. I mean, it was some space, but you had the defender right to the side, right to the right of Corrigan, and then the goalie coming out, and goalie didn't get there quite enough to cut the angle off.
Dangerous opportunity there, but scooped off the turf by Garner.
That was Caribou's first shot on goal of the game, by the way.
Making it count. 1-0 Vikings. 10-10 into the game. Hermon trying to gather possession in the midfield. Knocked forward, that took a deflection, and Caribou will thump it the other way. Actually turns into a pretty perfect lead pass down there to start the break for the Vikings. That's a shot coming in from a tough angle. Owen Corrigan, though. When you score 7 goals in the opening 90 minutes of the season, I don't think there's any angle that you think's a bad one on the
Every
pitch.
shot's a threat for him. That was a blast to the near post, and a good job at Garner getting down. By the way, he is the nephew, Owen Corrigan. He's the nephew of the basketball coach up there, Kyle Corrigan.
Also a member of that Viking basketball team from the last few years.
Indeed.
Hermon jumps onto it here. Chance for the Hawks to operate in a little bit of space. There's a shot from long range, and that goes wide left. Goal kick coming up with no deflections. 11 and a half minutes, approaching 12 minutes into this one. We will take our first time out. It's a picture-in-picture break. An eye on the action here at Pottle. Back with the commentary in just a moment on Ticket TV.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Condescade Road in Levant.
When I had first left for college, I was super excited to start pursuing my dreams, and I had met so many amazing people my freshman year. Yeah, some days were really hard balancing work life and classes, but most of them, they were the best of my life because I had something not everyone gets. A dad inspiring me every step of the way, and I'm so happy to graduate beside you.
Back in Hermon as the Hawks throw the ball back into play, intercepted by Caribou. Ooh, Rice trying to pass it forward. A couple of Hawks there forming a wall to stop the ball. A battle for possession as Hebert comes over, and it's taken away nicely in defense by Mac Bateman. Number 71, that would be Lennon Farraghetti, one of the players up from JV today for the Hawks.
That used to be 11. No, it's 71.
I see what they did there. Yeah. Very creative.
He's just glad for the chance to play at the varsity level.
Kind of looks like the Cleveland Browns jerseys of all the quarterbacks from like the year 2000 that you just start taping over names and numbers and making your own thing.
Yeah.
Hermon with the ball, back to Farraghetti in the midfield.
Farraghetti, a freshman.
Leaving it there for Jensen. Freshman getting in the mix, but now the Vikings looking to take it the other direction. Corrigan passes along the way, played down, and a shot pulled left.
Louis Hebert takes the feed in the middle from Corrigan on the right wing and needs to take a second just to gather it and wound up shooting it wide to the near side.
Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Dairy Queen. The new DQ Fall Treat menu is here. Try the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard Treat, enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat, or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall menu before autumn's over. Hermon trying to break in the other direction. Stop in at your local DQ in Old Town and Bangor. We got a whistle on the pitch. And
the offsides against Hermon. You can see what Caribou, it makes sense that they would do that, though, because everybody knows that Owen Corrigan had 6 goals in the first game. He's got 1 here already. He can draw the defense to him and set other guys up, which is what he did there with Hebert. But there are going to be opportunities for those guys, for his teammates up front, if they run through the play, because he will get them the ball.
Here comes Caribou again, advancing into their offensive end. Lead pass from Morrow, looking to curl it back to some teammates and just unable to find the angle on that ball as he boots it off the side fence down there. Or was it already out of play? What's going on here?
No, it's going
Looks like Caribou ball.
It's going to be Caribou on. No.
Caribou bringing over the long thrower.
Substitution. That's why I was baffled there as Hebert goes out.
Once again, it's going to be Richards with the throwing duty. We saw him throw it in from down near the corner flag and get it into the middle of the box. And he throws that one into the area again, but no white shirts there.
It's not that easy to do because you can't make a tremendous run from this near side because the fence is not that far back, probably 8 feet or so, 8 or 10 feet at most.
Lead pass up the sideline. Hermon with an interception there. That was another JV call-up. Cody Oliveira, number 20, playing some defense for the Hawks.
Yeah, he's a junior, and then Tyler Cody's the 3rd call-up. He's a sophomore, number 10 for Hermon.
Just like the Red Sox, the Hawks dipping into the farm system a little bit.
Yeah, it worked well for the Red Sox last night.
How about that guy? Conley early, 11 Ks in 5 innings, a major league record for a debut.
What did he walk 1 and gave up 5 hits?
Yeah, 5 hits, scattered them.
They got off to the early lead. That makes it a lot easier on the new guy. What did they have? 4 runs in the first inning?
Yeah, a couple of Romy had the homer to begin it, and then Rev Snyder had the moonshot there.
It was a 3-runner.
Corrigan playing it down in the midfield, trying to feed a teammate. He does so. Morrow, though, along the far side, trying to keep it under his possession. He'll put that one on goal, and Garner down to the turf to collect.
Yeah, Morrow wins the muscle tussle there over on the deep right wing, gets the ball and puts it on Garner. Gets a hop in there to make it a little bit more dangerous. Bounce on the shot.
Carter Wiggin controls possession for the Hawks. Hermon trying to play it forward over the top. There's a nervy moment at the back for the Vikings defense, and they're forced to just play that out wide. Shielded from exactly where it went out. We got a corner or a throw coming up?
Looks like a throw. Good work by Connor Kelly, though, to apply pressure there on the ball and force Caribou to kick it out of bounds on the side pretty deep along the wing where Lane York's going to throw it in.
Hermon trying to find some space at the edge of the box. That one takes a deflection back towards the corner, and now it'll go in the other way.
He was trying to, Hermon was trying to deflect it off a Caribou player, but apparently missed him, so Vikings will inbound.
The ball doesn't get to the 35, though, before the Hawks able to bring it back under their control. Caribou jumping onto it. And now it's cleared down into the Viking offensive end. Quickly back up the other way. Farraghetti with a touch. Farraghetti with a long ball. It's a good one. Oh, a player down in the box. Here's a shot, and the Hawks tie it. And that was set up by the JV call-up, Farraghetti. Take a look at the replay to see the finishing end here, but
Yeah,
look
watch
at this
this.
pass over the top.
Just served it toward the middle. Little collision there.
Yeah, and Carter Wiggin smacking
cleans
it
up.
in. Great job by Wiggin to keep going with the play. There's a little bit of traffic in front of him, and a lot of times in that situation with a wide open goal, you see players maybe get a little too cute. He just went for the power and said, we're putting this right in the back.
Well, people kind of collected there in front of the net, and there was Hermon player Connor Kelly get in there and see where the goalie went down as he was trying to reach for the ball, and it carried him off to the right, and Carter Wiggin right there.
First goal of the year for the Hermon Hawks.
First assist for Lennon. Now, I guess it may not technically be an assist,
Yeah,
but he certainly said of that.
There was that touch in between, but yeah. Oh, and at the other end, Caribou jumps off the post. Oh, my goodness. Corrigan is going to be thinking about that one tonight, falling asleep. Take another look. He was alone with nothing but the goal in front of him.
It was writing here.
Look at this. He gets by the keeper. It's
Tapped
just him
it.
and the goal,
Oh,
and
boy.
he puts it off the iron.
And he didn't have to put a lot on it.
He did not.
Because he was ahead of the last defender. All he had to do was touch it to the goal. He had the middle of the net there waiting for him, but
the Hawks are
off the
fortunate to have this game still tied at 1.
yeah, he'll, like you say, he'll be thinking about that one. He'll, if he scores 1 or 3 or 5 today, he'll think about the one he didn't get.
Hermon bringing it back across midfield. Philbrook trying to play it forward. We've gone beyond the first half of the first half here. 20 minutes off the clock. 1-1 is our score. And a free kick coming up for the Vikings. Although Hermon wanted to make sure that the defense gets back.
Yeah, that's a
It's a
borderline
risky move.
situation there.
That's one you see like in professional soccer in Europe when they allow things to be a little looser.
Yeah, I don't know what you're going to get away with that every time, chucking the ball downfield. But
all the blue shirts are back.
That's right.
And here comes the free kick into the area, met first by the Hawks. Cleared out, and that one will trickle out of play.
Carson Richards off the restart was looking for Louis Hebers. He cut into the middle, but the initial kick not high enough to get there. Was carried away by Hermon, and Vikings have to start over.
Richards giving chase across the field. Vikings having to go backwards, and Hermon jumps on the ball briefly. Touch there for Ben Bouchard. He had a couple assists in the season-opening victory over Foxcroft. Here's Wiggin, the goal scorer. Trying to give and go with Wiggin.
Oh.
He nearly got there. I thought there was no chance on that return pass. Once again from Farraghetti, who was right in the middle of all the action for the Hawks, but Wiggin just turned it on and nearly closed that gap.
I think he was put on the JV roster so nobody would know about it.
I guess so.
He's had a first.
They got the ringer up here with the varsity today.
It's some 10 minutes of pretty good play here.
Here he is again with the ball at his feet. Quick touch, dealt with by the Vikings. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Ave in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com as Garner goes sprawling right at the edge of his area.
Yeah, Miller with a long lead pass down the right side, trying to get it to Corrigan for what would have been a bid on the goal, but good job defensively by Hermon.
Collected at the other end. Dillon punts it down to midfield. This will remain a Caribou ball as the Vikings throw it back in. Come the Hawks with some space in the midfield, trying to get it out wide, but unable to do so as the Vikings jump back in control. Next break in the action, we'll send you off to another picture-in-picture break, but certainly not with the Vikings attacking their offensive end. Here comes a centering ball into the area, trapped between some feet. Now Hermon scrambles and gets it clear. Farragetti.
Hermon with plenty of defenders back.
Caribou plays that short and just pokes it out for a Hermon throw. Got a whistle and a substitution coming up. While that is taking place, let's send you off to that break. Back with the commentary in just a moment on Ticket TV.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18-month special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Welcome back to Hermon. Ticket TV coverage brought to you in part by Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals. This holiday season, take your office party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals bring the fun, the laughs, the memories your team will love. Don't wait. Book now at flashmemaine.com. 14.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Tied at 1-1. Owen Corrigan with a goal for the Vikings. Carter Wiggin for the Hawks. I think we've got some school profiles to show you here too at some point before the half. We'll get to those in a moment. The goal kick coming up for the Vikings. Actually, maybe this is a good time for it. Not a lot of action taking place on the field.
I'm going to put my head where to make it a shadow. So
I know, you got to block the sun so you can read the screen.
Caribou High School enrollment 450. Evan Graves, the athletic administrator. Jamie Selfridge, the principal for the Vikings. Did you know Caribou became one of the first small U.S. towns with a municipal airport, reflecting Northern Maine's role in early aviation? Otherwise, you couldn't get there from here, right? So you take the plane.
Show you Hermon High School here in just a moment as Caribou tries to get it out of the Hawks' offensive zone.
I don't know this. They may be dropping to Class C in basketball.
Really?
Yeah, because of enrollment. Be one of the bigger schools here as
Corrigan up ahead. He was looking for a pass. Now he changes onto the right foot, snaps a shot on goal, and Garner down to the turf to collect it. That was a great effort by Corrigan offensively, and Garner in goal to stick right with it.
Yeah, I think maybe the Hawks know that Corrigan's going to shoot predominantly from the right foot there because he waited till he crossed over.
Yeah.
That gave Garner time to cut the angle off.
Here's the ball over the top. Vikings trying to break, but that cross goes right to the keeper. Garner glued to that near post.
A nice job Garner has. 6 saves, and he's got the sun in his face.
And here come the Vikings again. They've turned up the pressure at this end. A pass into the middle of the box. Corrigan with the ball at his feet onto his left foot, and Garner another save.
Yeah, that time Corrigan with the left foot, and a lot of congestion there. Could have been a screenshot. Don't know what kind of vision Garner had on that shot as Corrigan spun around, but certainly had enough to make the save.
Hawks keep it in along the far side. Philbrick back towards the midfield. Touch there for Meservy, but he has it taken away, and here we go again. Caribou running. Onto the ball is Morrow. Morrow pushes it into the middle of the box. Corrigan trying to get around defender. Get the shot away. It's through the uprights and too tall.
Another chance there for the Vikings. Good patience by Morrow. Didn't have the shot as he came down the left wing, but saw Corrigan. Corrigan again with a defender on him. Took a step to his right, and good defense there. And Corrigan a little frustrated as he chipped the ball well over the crossbar.
Here he is with the ball at his feet, sending one ahead for a teammate. Hebert chases it down. Looking for the right-footed cross. Played in, middle of the area. Oh, he missed Corrigan in the air. Morrow tries to settle it and was unable to keep that ball in play. Will be a Hermon goal kick. And before they set up for this kick, let's show you the profile on Hermon High School.
567 the enrollment. Rick Sinclair, the athletic administrator, and Brian Walsh, the principal for the Hawks. And did you know the school's graduation rate is impressively high among the top 1% in Maine, backed by exceptional math proficiency. Oh, in parentheses, in the top 10%, and solid reading and science scores. I thought that was a math problem, and I was going to struggle with that no matter what it was.
Almost like that graphic was made by a Hermon Hawk graduate.
Well, I'm guessing it probably did.
Caribou back on the ball.
And I don't blame him.
Caribou regaining possession in the midfield up ahead to Corrigan. Can he get a pass across? Hebert was coming down the other way. A deflection. Morrow at the edge of the box has his shot blocked down. Hermon just forming a back wall anytime Caribou gets down there.
Oh, some great pressure here by Caribou over the last 5 or 6 minutes. They're really controlling the play in the midfield to keep Hermon from getting the ball at any sort of offensive set of its own. And the midfielders there creating opportunities for the forwards. So far, the Hermon defense has stood up to it, but a lot of pressure.
Garner brings it back in play as we dip inside the final 10 minutes here in the first half. It's been an entertaining first 30. 1-1 our score. Hebert down below us to throw it in. Up ahead here, Morrow giving chase. Not making it easy on Garner, but he always had it measured.
Well, good read there by sophomore goalie there. There was some question as to whether or not Hebert wanted to lead Morrow that much. So he couldn't anticipate the pass getting that far ahead of him, but Garner did and made the stop.
8:30 remaining in this first half. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Autumn of Life Home Care. They're looking to hire reliable workers to help assist with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules with an office now located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. Call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook. Bateman with a touch. Just out of play to the Vikings. If you're on the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, check out Angelo Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. And Black Flag Coffee is where you can start your day off the right way. Coming out again is Garner, nearly in a danger zone. Morrow stops on the ball, gets it over to Corrigan. He spins away from the first defender and a perfect pass back to Morrow. No, just too far. Garner able to come out and scoop.
Not quite perfect.
Not quite.
Very close, though. A spin by Corrigan to try to feed or send Morrow toward the left post.
Here's Corrigan again, off and galloping in that direction, and a shot across the goal just wide of the far post. Take another look at that last one from Corrigan.
Tough angle there as well, especially trying to get it to the far post. And if you're Hermon, at least you're, for the most part, you're making Corrigan take relatively long shots.
Yeah. Long, tough angles, not making it easy on him.
I mean, the one he did score was just a tip in, so.
Dobrik long up the sideline. Players running into each other. Can Hermon jump on it here? A slip by Caribou. Still the ball loose in the midfield. Caribou coming over. Trying to send it up the sideline, unable to do so. Hebert plays it back towards the midfield. And now Caribou will move it the width of the pitch. Corrigan down that favored right side, drops it off here. There's a shot and a diving save. How's that for a save by Garner, sticking out the right hand to keep this tied at 1.
Yeah, I think it was Hebert with a shot off the pass from Corrigan there. That's Garner's best save of the afternoon to date. Got both hands on it.
Wigan trying to get around a defender. Now met by another, takes it back inside, trying to split them. And Caribou clears the ball up pitch. Hermon in space, playing a ball over the top, but no one there other than Camden Dillon, Caribou keeper. May have some different names here for the keeper.
Cameron Caudry is the
Caudry, all right.
Who's listed as 29 there, but...
oh, no, I believe.
Yeah, well, he's the other goalie, Camden Dillon, but
Caudry's the one in the goal.
Yep.
Hermon trying to move their way up the pitch. 4.5 remaining in this first half. Caribou trying to keep the pressure, trying to keep the field tilted right to left as it has been for much of this first half, yet the score tied at 1. There's a weighted ball over the top, a hawk on the end of it, a chance here, and he gets the angle. What a break by Hermon to take the lead 2-1. 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Take a look at this. Just 2 or 3 touches to get down the pitch.
I think that's Connor Kelly, number 3.
Yes, it is.
Pass to set him up was by number 13, Thomas Meserve, at midfield to send him ahead. Classic counterattack there as...
that was in the blink of an eye.
As Caribou had been applying just about all of the pressure over the last 10 or 15 minutes, but got a break there, finally able to clear it. A nice lead pass by Thomas Meserve, and Connor Kelly did the rest of the work there. Had to jump over one player, maybe it might have been the goalie, to get to that ball to the right of the goal and then tip it in from short range, and the Hawks have their first lead of the season.
With the Hawks in front, we're going to send you off to one more picture-in-picture break here in the first half. Back on the commentary for the final moments of the first half right after this from the Pottle Sports Complex.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
Back here in Hermon, Ticket TV coverage brought to you by the Coach House Restaurant and Brewer. For homestyle cooking, homemade desserts, and an experienced, friendly staff, it's the Coach House takeout available, 457 Wilson Street in Brewer. and at thecoachhouserestaurant.com. We're also brought to you by Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Hermon. They do repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 decades of experience, Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit the Hartford's Auto Service Facebook page or give them a call at 989-6322. Connor Kelly with the fast break just before we sent it off to a break to give the Hermon Hawks a 2-1 lead in this back and forth first half. Got a goal kick coming up here, it would look like, for the Hawks.
Yeah, just one corner kick so far in the first half. That coming very early.
Hermon now with the lead, certainly in no rush to put this ball back in play. 1:15 remaining and counting in this first opening 40. Hermon regaining possession in the midfield. Farragetti. A giveaway there. Declan Miller jumping onto the ball, trying to send Hebert off and chasing. And there's a couple of players going to the turf down at the end line.
It's going to be a goal kick, I believe.
Yeah, Hebert was wanting that to go the other direction, but another goal kick with about 30 seconds remaining. Garner using every second at his availability before putting this ball back into play. Up the sidelines, and Hermon will just let that roll out and let some of these final seconds run off. No, they throw it back in. Philbrick on the sideline. And there is the whistle on the first half. Hermon with the lead at the break. Owen Corrigan struck first, but Carter Wiggin and Connor Kelly fire back to put the Hawks in front at the intermission. 2-1, the home team leading the Caribou Vikings here on Ticket TV. Our coverage brought to you in part by Old Town Redemption Center, the original redemption center of Old Town for 30 years. Family owned and operated, open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. We'll be back at the half right after this.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
My name's Mia, and McDonald's is helping me earn my degree. Through Archways to Opportunity, I can work and take college classes while receiving help with tuition payments. It's more than a job, it's my future. Apply today.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18-month special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Back at the half, and a look at our UMaine fan cam here on Ticket TV. Fans packed into the Pottle Sports Complex here in Hermon. Our fan cam brought to you by Black Bear Nation. It's football season. Join us all game day for the excitement in Orono when the Black Bears host Stonehill on September 13th. For tickets and information, visit goblackbears.com. Go Blue! We welcome you into the halftime show here on Ticket TV. Halftime show presented by the Furniture Gallery, a Maine family-owned company with locations in Augusta, Bangor, Topsom, and Wyndham. They offer a great selection of furniture for every room in your home from great brands like Ashley, Flex Steel, and more. Shop local, save money at the Furniture Gallery. Owen Corrigan opened the scoring this afternoon with his 7th goal of the season. 7 goals so far for Caribou this year, all of them by Owen Corrigan. Looked like the Vikings might be off and running again. They were applying a lot of pressure offensively. But then the Hawks struck back with 2 in that first half. Carter Wiggin, Connor Kelly. Let's take a look at the first half highlights presented by Next Home Experience.
Yeah, Hermon trying to put some pressure on. Good shot there, long shot, but no goal there. Here comes Corrigan.
Here's his goal. Barely even touched it.
Just beats a defender, just got a toe on it, and Garner, the goalie, out just a little bit too far, but there's Garner there. 8 saves for him in the first half, and that was one of them. Here comes the Hermon goal, first Hermon goal here. So he had an assist there. I think that might be Kelly with the assist.
Yeah, it was, number 3.
After Lennon Ferraghetti sent the ball in to really start the play, and there is
that was a big moment in the first half.
The defender beat the goalie, but hit the ball off the far post instead of in. And there is nice stop there by Cameron Caudry of Caribou. There's Corrigan again. Garner goes down and gets it. Here's Corrigan spinning with a left foot, and a nice save there by Caudry on what may have been a screenshot. Here's Corrigan one more time to the far post, but just wide.
Garner was a busy man over those final 20 minutes of the first half.
There's a shot there. Great save there. I believe that was Luke Hebert with a shot, and a nice stop by Reed Garner again, and he enables Hermon to get to halftime with a 2-1 lead.
Those highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Time now for the first half recap. Some of those other numbers. Ernie was mentioning the save totals. Not a lot of corners in this first half, despite how much action there was.
No, just one corner. That coming to Caribou early in the match. Shots on goal, which is what I use, 9-4 in favor of Caribou. And that sounds about right because you saw the highlights, and that didn't count shots off the post and shots just wide, as Caribou controlled most of the offensive action. But it was Hermon that scored twice in the last 21 minutes of the half to take the 2-1 lead. Saves are 8 for Reed Garner of Hermon and 2 for Camden Caudry of Caribou.
That first half recap brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill. Ticket TV coverage also brought to you by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and online at BennettAutoCenter.com. Let's sneak in a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule the rest of the week on Ticket TV. Tomorrow night, more soccer action coming up. MDI at Old Town for some boys action at 6. Friday night, you got the Orono Red Riots hosting the Stearns Minutemen for 8-man football, 7 o'clock up in Orono. And then we're on to next week. The John Baptist Crusaders taking on the Hermon Hawks, boys soccer, right here at Pottle Field. And then Bangor Brewer, the rivalry renewed on the pitch, boys soccer, 6 o'clock on Tuesday night over at Cameron Stadium. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Tiller & Rye, a local grocer located at 20 South Main Street in Brewer, proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. One final timeout at the half. Back for the second half kickoff. Hermon leading Caribou 2-1 on Ticket TV.
Now open. Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road, from work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us, because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
We are back at Hermon, and the second half is underway. You see the first move right there, the first kick, as Caribou punts it back into the sky, down towards midfield. The teams have flipped sides. Hermon now going right to left down the pitch. Caribou in the opposite direction. Here come the Vikings. There's a shot from distance through the uprights. Plenty of power behind that one, but just couldn't get on top of the ball to keep it down.
Is that 18? Channel St. Peter?
I believe that was...
Or was it?
I thought it was Hebert or...
15.
Yeah, Declan.
It was Declan
Miller. He's been active in this first half. Hebert has been active, making runs down the sideline. Corrigan had the goal and is not slowed up making those runs. The field was really tilted towards the Caribou offensive end in the first half, but Hermon using that picture-perfect counterattack to
I mean, that's it.
hold the lead.
Make them pay when you get them when they're down on your end and the ball isn't perfectly placed and gives you a chance. You attack, and Thomas Meserve gets the ball at midfield, center of the head to Connor Kelly for that go-ahead goal with exactly 4 minutes left in the opening period.
Thrown back in right in front of the Hawk bench. Taken away by the Vikings and played up towards the midfield. Corrigan holding up his defender. Now sending one over the top for Morrow to chase after. He will win the foot race to it. Morrow just left the ball behind, though, enough for Andrew Hart to be able to jump onto it, knock it out of play. Vikings will change the taker. Get the big arms over there on Carson Richards.
Carson Richards, yes,
He's had
indeed.
long throwing duties this afternoon. Richards trying to ask anybody down there to back up as much as they can so he can have every inch to deliver this ball into the area.
Yeah, again, he doesn't have there's not a ton of room on this near side to do the run.
Yeah.
To really get as much on it as possible, so he's got to hopefully benefit from some positional work on the field to set up the good throw in.
Almost just like a crow hop that you have to approach it with the space that's allotted down there.
Yeah, you probably got 8 feet there. Then you've got about a foot and a half of crushed rock there before you get to the fence, kind of a warning track.
Played ahead by Hermon, only as far as the Caribou back line. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Orno and Callis IGA. Shop smart, shop local. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orno and Callis IGA is our hometown proud. Our coverage also brought to you by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home for a style and fraction of retail cost. Check them out first. Check them out often. Do Green Sustainability, always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. We got a whistle across the far side and a free kick coming up for the Vikings.
As Richards there, it's going to be a kick, indeed. I didn't know if it was going to be a throw there. I was going to see how far back he went to throw it in from that side where he had more room.
White shirts making their way down into the 18-yard box. Here comes the delivery. Hermon the first to it, and that's headed out. Kelly trying to get there, and he does so. Hart, a nice cut inside his defender, continuing the run. Hart still with the ball at his feet. Now a pass over. Kelly with the shot, but wide of the mark.
Yeah, kind of had some space and some time there after the good work by Hart to set it up, but shot it wide.
Caribou quickly gets it back into play.
Probably one of Hermon's best chances that it didn't go in the net.
Here's Philbrook from way downtown, and that one high and wide. An update from the other side of the country. Red Sox playing afternoon baseball, so that's why there was no drive this afternoon, why we can be here calling this game. And Peyton Tolley from lights out in his debut, striking out 8 Pirates to an opener today. 2 innings, 2 solo homers given up, a couple of strikeouts, and onto the bullpen.
Well, you figure they're playing in Sacramento that Tolley would feel like he's back in the minor league mindset.
I think that's the thinking of Alex Cora, flooding the likes of Nick Sogard and Nate Eaton and all these guys in the lineup, saying, "Hey, it's a minor league park. This is your comfort zone. Go out there and play for us."
AAA. Red Sox ahead midway through the contest, 3-2. I think it was in the 5th inning last I saw.
Yeah, Story and Duran, a couple RBI hits. I poke fun at Nate Eaton. He's actually 2 for 2 with an RBI, so factoring into the equation this afternoon, of course, the big ones coming up this weekend for the Sox at Fenway, with the Yankees coming to town for 3.
Well, they can hold on today. Give them credit for not looking ahead, right?
Yeah.
Sweeping the A's will be a sweep if they're able to win this one. Hadn't allowed a run in the first 2 games of the series.
Caribou playing it into the midfield. Miller trying a little give and go, but didn't have a teammate on the other end of it. Here come the Hawks down the far sideline. Kelly trying to get around defenders. That ball takes a deflection, takes a couple of deflections, and goes out of play. And goal kick, says the referee.
Yeah, I think they got it right.
Andreas Zeikas across the way wanted the corner, but
I think it went off the left leg of Kelly after he got around the defender.
Goal kick taken by a defender for the Vikings. Hart trying to get on the ball. Taken back by Caribou. One away by Carter St. Pierre to start this move. But there's Hermon. Bringing it right back under their control. Pass up ahead. Nifty bit of footwork there from Wigan. Continuing that run down the far sideline, and again, that one deflects out behind, and again, for a goal kick.
Well,
or is it?
No, they're putting it
saying
down.
That one's corner.
I think they got that right, too,
right.
actually. Good work there by Carter Wigan to stay with it. So he tried to attack. First corner kick of the match for the Hawks.
It's Wigan over there to take it. He does so quickly, lofting into the middle of the area. Hermon got ahead to it. I believe that was Mac Bateman, but he sent it wide of the mark. Now it's played out by Caribou.
Yeah,
and a nice spin there by Corrigan to try to start the run.
That was Bateman. Got up higher than everybody else, but just aimed it wide.
Declan Miller trying to work his way through traffic. Now off to Morrow. Morrow back to Miller. Just outside the box. Trying to keep the ball at his feet and has it taken away. Quick footwork again there from Andrew Hart with the steal.
Yeah, good defense by Hermon and just a little bit too much ball handling by Caribou there to stall the possession.
Kelly sprinting up the near sideline. Passing it off here for Wigan. He gets spilled right on the edge of the area. Now with the ball back at his feet. Trying to go through a couple defenders, and Caribou punches it out. And what's this? That's continuation?
Called the foul.
I believe.
Against Caribou was Carter Wigan went to the ground.
Now, the first time Wigan went down, the ref had his hands in the air, so I believe that was signaling the continuation, and that's why you saw Wigan get right back up and attack the defender.
And then this time the ball came out.
Yeah.
It was a change of possession, and so the whistle blows.
Knowing that he had that in his back pocket, taking another look at it.
The original.
So he gets fouled here and goes down. That's where the continuation, I thought, began, but
well, that was the original play.
Yeah.
If he missed the first one, he got the second one.
This is coming in and snared out of the air. Nicely done. Camden Caudry.
A good shot there by the Hawks, but Caudry right there to make the stop. Third save of the match for the freshman.
Offsides here going against the Vikings as they were attacking just beyond 10 minutes into the second half. Hermon sending it deep. Giving chase there was Kelly. And flashing in front of the face of Caudry.
A tiny bit of contact there, but not enough for a whistle. That's the best thing that Hermon can do with his lead is keep attacking right now.
Miller again running in space, tripped up, and wins the free kick.
He's got to stop watching World Cup because everything's this, you know. They do a good job of getting off the ground a lot quicker than the pros do. I will give them that.
Miller going over here to talk with the ref here. And you just wonder if that's the referee maybe talking about
telling them mellow
some
out.
of those, yeah. Some of the actions after the fact.
Meanwhile, the clock is running, and
that it is.
Caribou's trailing, and the other one's over there chatting with the officials. So,
because he was awarded the free kick and continued on with some of the.
Yeah, you got the call. What else do you want?
Yeah. Looks like it'll be spotted at the 20, so 30 yards out from goal.
Well, they just burned about a half a minute there.
Corrigan standing over it. Well, with a break in the action, our coverage brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire has you covered. Since 1927, the best in tires and service. Find them at 514 Colebrook Road right here in Hermon or at BangorTire.com. The wall has been backed up to the 10-yard line.
20.
Underneath the wall he goes, but wise to it.
Caribou lost about a minute of time off that.
Hermon jumping back onto possession here in some space. Meserve trying to go forward, but right back to Caudry in net. Whether playing or watching, soccer can work up quite an appetite. That's why it's time for Pat's Pizza in Hamden on Main Road. Call 947-6488. Visit patspizzahamden.com.
Tell you what, this second half, I mean, the first half, you could certainly argue that Caribou won the time of possession and whatnot. You can't argue that in this half. This is, I think it's been more Hermon's edge than
really has,
than Caribou's over the first, 13 minutes.
Hawks have dug in. They've won another corner here.
Shots a 2-1 Hawks. Shots on goal.
Wigan with the delivery, and he puts it on the back of the net. For over 30 years, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning has been Bangor's best. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts. Open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. And Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007, now with 2 great locations, Route 2 in Hermon, Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. There's a takeaway. And thumped ahead, long lead pass. Corrigan trying to play it down, nearly did, but a poke on defense there by Lane York. We called his name a few times in the first half, doing some defensive work. A timely touch there.
Sure have, and Hermon's doing a good job. Had all 4 defenders back. And the 5th one coming quickly.
We got a whistle down around the edge of the area over there, but I believe it's a Hermon free kick coming up.
And there was a push. 2 extended arms.
Hermon trying to spin onto the ball and send it in the other direction. Caribou has had to fight for possession here in the second half.
Yeah, they really haven't had a threatening shot yet. Just 1 shot on goal, and that was right at Reed Garner.
Riley Valencourt there called for the whistle. Caribou free kick. Spotted at the 25, so 35 yards out from goal. No, now we're backing it up a little more. Played into the box, takes a header back, skipping along the way, a deflection. Still not out of danger area, played back through, still in there, and a goal. Caribou kept smacking at it until the ball wound up in the back of the net. Was that Louis?
I think, well, they're celebrating with Louis Hebert,
yeah, Louis,
the freshman.
They're slapping his hand. Hebert, the freshman.
This is a good action. 27 yards out for the shot. Off the head first, tipped away and then cleared, but not far enough. Gets back to, that's Miller, and then there is
Hebert right there.
With the left foot high into the near side.
Tied at 2. First goal of the high school career for Louis Hebert.
First goal scorer for Caribou other than Owen Corrigan. But that time the Vikings stayed with it. Got 3 chances. Had 1 real good save there. The one-handed save off the header, skim header to start the play. Nice job there by Reed Garner, but Hawks unable to clear it.
Hermon making a couple substitutions here. 24:56 frozen on the clock. Now tied at 2. Ticket TV brought to you in part by AM Construction and Roofing. Protect your home from the top down with AM Construction Roofing. Serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earn $100 for referrals, and right now you can save $500 on any roofing project until the end of the year. Call 551-6235 today for your free quote. We're also brought to you by Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. And Hillside Athletics, passionate about sports, and they feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages.
Now the stoppage on the far side there after the goal was scored. A little conversation there between, looked like the Caribou coach and one of the captains, and one of the officials. Don't know what it was about, but usually you do that complaining when somebody else did something.
Yeah, not right after you score.
Yeah.
Carter St. Pierre bringing it back into play. Miller passing it ahead. Corrigan was trying to dummy, though. No one was behind him as he led the ball through. There's a nice give and go. St. Pierre chasing it down in the corner. He gets the cross in. Hermon meets it and clears it out of the zone.
Yeah, good ball, but nobody there at the near post to go get it for Caribou after the shot by St. Pierre from the corner, or at least the centering pass.
Ferrighetti chases down that loose ball out of the air. Meserve, all kinds of space. Played forward here. Wigan giving chase and not able to bring it under his grip. The Caribou keeper, it's still alive at the back, but now out of play. And no harm there for Caudry in net.
Nope, they're going to give Hermon a corner kick as Nicholas Pluart kicked it out of bounds and it gave it up just based on where the ball was near the, what is now the near post.
Wiggins over there. Brings it in with the right foot. Touched by Caudry. A blast from Philbrick, but it didn't get through the traffic. Caribou unable to clear it as Philbrick jumps back onto the loose ball, puts one on goal, and played off the chest of a Viking, so Caudry able to snare it out of the air. Caribou not wasting any time as St. Pierre tries to bring it up the sideline. Long ball across the field, nearly picking out a teammate. Morrow chases it down. His pass was a little wide of Miller, and Hermon able to clear to the sideline. Going to send you off to a picture-in-picture break here in a moment. We'll make sure the ball is out of an attacking position before we do. 22.5 minutes remaining in the contest here on Ticket TV. Brought to you in part by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit thefitchcompany.com. Back in the box, Caribou looking for the go-ahead goal. They've got to scramble to keep the possession alive. Played out wide. Vikings looking for the cross. It comes through, but wide and off the back stanchion of the net.
Just noticing Richards over there with the throw-in from that side. He was back behind, well behind the bench over by that fence, which is quite a bit farther away than it is on this side.
Taking advantage of the space over there.
Yeah, he probably took about 10 steps on his run to the line.
Ferrighetti moving it forward. Caribou jumping right back onto the loose ball. Lobbed into the midfield where it's played down. Jumping up from the back for an interception here. The Hawks come flying in the other direction, although a heavy touch at the end of it by Hart. Messer looks like he's going to win a free kick here for Hermon.
I think he'd have been all right.
Ooh, we got a card coming up.
Yeah.
And the first card of the game, a yellow issued here to number 21 for the Vikings, Benjamin Bouchard.
I think he might have been okay if he hadn't reached out with both hands after, was it Meserve, was in the air. Just too much going on there to avoid the first card of the match.
Ben Bouchard tagged with the yellow card. Ball spotted just inside the 40. Blue shirts hanging out outside of the 18-yard box as this one is hit on a line drive down towards the edge of the area. Ferrighetti run through as Caribou takes it away. The Vikings trying to break, but unable to pick out that final pass. Hermon works it up the sideline in the direction of Kelly. Now down. Kelly with the cross in. Wiggins in there. Cleared out of the box by Caribou. Hart brings it out of the sky and then has it taken away. With the ball in the midfield area, let's send you off to that first picture-in-picture of the second half. Keeping an eye on the action at Pownell. Back with the commentary in just a moment on... Back here at Hermon. Inside the final 20 tonight, tied at 2 goals apiece between Caribou and the Hawks. Caribou waiting for Richards to come over to take this throw. Also a substitution being made by the Vikings. Richards with the run-up and the throw. We'll call for a handball there by Richards as he pops one up into the box past the first line of players and cleared out by Hermon. Kelly gets around a defender, then splits the two into some space, pass up ahead. Nicely done here by Hermon. Wigan just lost it for a moment, and that allowed the Vikings to scramble and clear.
Yeah, Caribou had numbers back. Good two-man run by Hermon, but too many Vikings back, and once the ball popped ahead of Wigan just a little bit, the Vikings had time to get a foot on it.
Played forward by Caribou. Blue shirts in front of the ball, or behind the ball, I should say, trying to keep the Vikings away from it. Coverage on Ticket TV brought to you in part by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan, Route 1 in Hancock, and at tonysfairwayauto.com. Our coverage also brought to you by Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty for all your plumbing needs. It's Tim's Plumbing. Call 735-4969 or visit timsplumbingmaine.com. And the Farmer's Table is your stop for home-style cooking, just like Mom makes it at 15 Stetson Road in Corinna.
Bad news from Sacramento.
Uh-oh.
A's ahead 4-3 in the 6th now. As soon as the Red Sox brought in Greg Weissert, it was all she wrote.
The guy's made like 70 appearances this year. I know he was good for like a 30-game stretch in the middle of it, but he's one of those that if I don't see him in October, I'll be okay with.
I think he's going for the American League record for blown saves.
There's a shot, and it strikes the iron. Was that Corrigan again?
It was. I think it was the outside of the post.
Let's see. Look at that blast.
I think it was on the outside of the post. It looked like Garner had the near post covered pretty
Actually,
well.
that was Hebert.
That was Hebert
making a bid for his
again.
second.
Actually, Corrigan's been pretty quiet here in the second half relative to what he was like for most of the first half.
The one goal hit the post on a wide open goal, but he was making a lot of runs and keeping the pressure on that Hermon defense.
Yeah, another one just wide there from the right side as well. But they've done a better job of not allowing Prescal to work the ball on his side of the field.
Kelly having to go back to keep the possession. Messerv sending it out wide for Wigan to run after. Wigan cross in. That took a deflection. Oh, my goodness. That ball had some English on it.
It
and
did.
Past the diving hand.
I think it was destined to go wide, but Camden Codry didn't know that. Got his hand on it and almost tipped it back toward the goal. Going to wind up with a corner kick for Hermon. Corner kick number 4 of the half.
That was not comfortable for Codry there with that ball. The side spin heading the direction of his goal. Caribou trying to clear the corner. And able to do so with a quarter hour remaining here at Pottle. Up over the top, Caribou giving chase and running it down. It's the wrong side of a 1-on-3, and Hermon gets the timely touch. Here comes Hermon looking to run the other way with it. Kelly up the far sideline. Just plays that one out, trying to get a deflection, but unable to, so it'll be a Viking throw from the sideline. Miller up into the midfield. Dropping it off for Plord. Miller looking at what's around him. Drops it off for a teammate in space. Caribou plays it across the field, now trying to send one towards the edge of the area. It's Carson Richards over along the far sideline. Dispossessed, a strong challenge there from Hermon trying to start a break.
Yeah, they had 8 defenders back. Caribou did. Hermon did.
Wigan down the far sideline. Scripture and Kelly in the box. This pass into the middle was cleared out for a throw. Wigan's throw is going to be intercepted, telegraphed a bit, and that allows Caribou to pop it out of play and save about 40 yards of field positioning. Here's the live events this week on 92.9 The Ticket. Red Sox and A's playing right now. You heard Ernie's update. The A's in front 4-3. Tomorrow night, week 2 in the NFL kicks off. Commanders at Packers. Thursday night football with coverage beginning at 7:30 on The Ticket. And then on Friday, Red Sox and Yankees, a big 3-game weekend series at Fenway. 6:10 the pregame. Friday night, the first pitch an hour later. 4:10 the first pitch on Saturday, and then Sunday night, a 7 o'clock game, Sunday Night Baseball, to round out that series.
Big game here Friday night. The defending Class D state champions, Wells, coming to Hermon to play the defending Class C North champions.
You can start your weekdays the right way. The morning roast, 6 to 8 a.m. They'll be back in the studio tomorrow, as will the drive. Jim and Ernie, I'll be in there for about an hour or so before darting off to our next Ticket TV contest. Got the showdown picks coming up tomorrow. How about these Hermon Hawks? The season opening statement going on the road, right?
Yeah, beat the Noble Warriors of the Piscataquis. Close game into the third quarter. Foxcroft down a little bit and had the ball deep in Hermon territory, didn't score, and then it was a big long run. I think it was Sam Hopkins who had a night for Hermon.
Free kick here into the box. Touched first by Hermon. Kelly plays it out of the air.
Wound up being 26-6, and Wells beat Nokomis in a good game, 30 or 32-18.
Yeah, the new look Class C was featuring some good contests there in week 1. Madomic Valley and Old Town. What was that, a 2-point game at the end of it?
30-28. That was a game that Madomic Valley led pretty comfortably and allowed Old Town to come back at the end. But that's a good sign for Old Town. I think they're going to cause a lot of teams consternation this fall.
Wigan shot deflected. Some calls from the home fans for a handball there. Down inside the final dozen minutes in this one. Philbrick trying to go through the traffic. Shot attempt cleared away and wide. Hermon still on the ball, trying to pass one through, but no one home on the end of Scripture's pass, and it looks like Hebert. No, that's number 18 for Caribou. That would be Chandler St. Pierre, a sophomore, down on the field holding his ankle. Well, he gets looked at. We'll send you off to a picture-in-picture break here on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Oh, back here in Hermon, and a near chance there for the Hawks as that ball goes just wide. Take another look.
Yeah, I think that was Lennon Ferenghetti into the game again. Had some pretty productive moments in the opening half. and nearly missed what would have been the go-ahead goal there.
A correction from before we went to break, as Ernie pointed out, Chandler St. Peter. Got carried away with my Acadian heritage there. Getting caught up with the county names. Ooh, there's a hard challenge right in the midfield. Again, is that Farraghetti involved in the middle of the action? And it looks like we got a free kick coming up for the Vikings in a somewhat threatening area.
I think it was Farraghetti and St. Peter. Chance to serve the ball into the goal area.
Caribou lofts it forward over the first head. Cleared out. Connor Kelly trying to start a move here for the Hawks. Waiting for some of his teammates to catch up. Pass off to Farraghetti. A little give and go, and Caribou was wise to it.
That might have been a ball that on the rebound out that Caribou could have gone and got, but got to get out hustled in that play by Hermon, Connor Kelly in particular.
Teams trading giveaways here in the midfield area. Messer fighting for the ball. Declan Miller goes to the turf. Farraghetti switches it down here to Wigan. Wigan trying to dance around defenders. Hart jumps onto the ball. He'll play it forward for Wigan and continue the run to the corner. Wigan will try to curl one and curls it right into the waiting arms of Caudry. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Knowlton Automotive, a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center. Family-owned and operated, Knowlton Auto provides guaranteed service at a fair price. 3297 Broadway in Kenduskeag or at knowltonautomotive.net. We are also brought to you by American-made home goods. Stop by AMHG Works at 36 Springer Drive in the Rennie's Plaza in Bangor to explore their incredible selection of USA-made products. Caribou in the box. The Hawks trying to win possession away and able to do so. Farraghetti gets chopped down to the turf. He's holding his shin. Here's a shot, and it's right into the arms of Garner this time.
That was Corrigan getting open. Created some havoc there a little bit earlier in the play, but good defensive job by Hermon. Hawks unable to clear it, however, and gave him a second chance.
Farraghetti hobbled. He tried to take a couple of steps to get off the pitch and unable to do so, crumbling back down at the 20-yard line and looking like he needs to get checked out.
Yeah, he's going to have to now. The clock's been stopped, so. But he isn't getting up yet. It's done a nice job.
Let's take a look at the upcoming schedules. Ernie was just talking about how tough it is for the Hawks. We'll show you them in a moment. First, the Caribou Vikings. The 6-4 win over Foxcroft in the season opener. Here's what they got coming up.
Yeah, Caribou coming back down state on Saturday. Trip down here on Wednesday, your school day, and then coming down on Saturday to play at Del Luz Stadium against the Ellsworth Eagles in a 3:30 start. Then at Fort Kent and at home to the MDI Trojans on Saturday the 20th.
As for the Hermon Hawks, here's the road ahead.
Yep, Ellsworth on, MDI on next Wednesday after the Monday game. You'll see on Ticket TV next Monday with John Bapps. MDI on Wednesday, and then they take a trip to the county on the 20th to play the Prescott Wildcats.
7 minutes remaining in this one. 2-2 our score. Caribou looking to make it a perfect 2-for-2 start to the year. Hermon in search of their first win, or a second tie wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Kelly down in the corner. That ball takes a deflection, and Caribou just able to steer it out for a throw instead of a corner kick. If you're hungry after the game, swing by the Back Alley Bar and Restaurant inside Family Fun Bowling Center. The Back Alley, where good times roll, and so do the bowling balls. Find them at 15 Hildreth Street in Bangor, online at backalleyrestaurant.com. Hart with the throw, and now the Hawks will get a corner.
That's 5 here in the second half. Didn't have any in the first half. See if they can take advantage now. It's going to be Carter Wigan on the kick from the near side.
He has been the man down in the corners when Hermon has won one. 6 minutes on the clock. Wigan arms up. Here's the delivery. Curling towards the far post. Oh boy, Caudry just got a hand on that. There was at least one blue shirt behind him, unable to get a touch.
Watch this again.
Wigan will run across the field to do it again.
Got a hand on it.
Tough to see who that was. Might have been Philbrick going up.
Wouldn't have counted if it had gone in and not touched anybody else, right?
Or after the deflection off Cottery, I'm not sure exactly how that works at the high school level.
Supposed to give him a save. Whoops.
A whiff on that attempt by Meserve. Hermon will chase it down. Collected by Valancourt. Kelly coming around with it. Here is Philbrick. Philbrick sending one through and wide of the mark. From new construction to remodels, RT Electrical does it all. Owner Ryan Trebeau is licensed and fully insured master electrician, ready to take on your residential and residential and commercial work, plus generators, lighting, and EV charges. RT Electrical. Find them on Facebook or call 694-1564 today. Our coverage also brought to you by Auto Radiator Services, serving the greater Bangor area for over 50 years. For general maintenance, repairs, and specialty services like remote car starters, call 942-4554 or stop by 68 Hammond Street in Bangor. Scared us here in the booth. Thought I kicked out our program monitor for a second.
And just as Owen Corrigan was going to take a shot, didn't get a lot on it. Good defense by Hermon, and Garner makes a save. Shots in the second half, shots on goal in the second half. 7-6 in favor of the Hermon Hawks.
We're down to 4 minutes remaining as Hermon will have a free kick here. Want to look and feel your best at Mainstay Skincare? Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Avenue, Suite 7 in Augusta, online at mainstayskincare.com. Mainstay Skincare, where the science of beauty is perfected. Hart thumps that up the pitch.
Got a player down there at the 40-yard line.
Another Hermon Hawk on the turf. 3:30 frozen on the clock as referee makes his way over and the trainer comes out on the pitch. Remember to follow 92.9 The Ticket on social media at 92.9 The Ticket on X, 92.9 The Ticket on Facebook, 929 The Ticket on Instagram. It's Philbrick on the ground, now getting up under his own power. Good sign there as he walks off the pitch. 3.5 remaining here at the Pottle Sports Complex. Caribou 2, Hermon 2.
It's going to be Hermon's. No, it's going to be Caribou's ball.
I thought it was a Hermon free kick.
Well, the officials went over and talked about it. Now it is going to be a Hermon kick.
Corrigan was trying to convince them otherwise.
Yeah, so if I kick it and they don't blow the whistle, then I'm going to keep going.
I see. Well, no, never mind. I thought it was one of those fair play situations where Hermon just like rolls it up field and allows Caribou to get back on the ball.
I think it was.
I think it was. It just wasn't necessarily communicated to everyone involved.
Kicked it 30 yards, that's all.
Declan Miller trying to feed it through to Corrigan, and a flag is up. He got going just a little too soon.
Yeah, well, timing is a tough situation sometimes. They're just ahead of the play. Was Corrigan there trying to get ahead of the defense, but didn't wait for the ball.
If you're looking for trucks or heavy equipment, Hilders Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2, is your one-stop shop. From skid steers to bulldozers to dump trucks and excavators. Buy, rent, or consign with confidence. Call 951-1514. Visit HildersStreetAuto.com. There's a shot through the area, and Garner sprawling to collect with 2.5 minutes remaining. Saw a Viking streaking in there, trying to get on the other end of that ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Hebert over there, but didn't get enough on it, or as much as he probably wanted to get on that shot. So it was time for the goalie to set up and go get it.
Caribou takes it away in the midfield. They'll try to go again, looking for the potential winner. Blocked down. A couple of Hawks throwing their body in front of that shot from Declan Miller. sending it out of play with 2 minutes. Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser. Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Shack, because best friends snack together. Find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds. Some more confusion here off the throw. Caribou's got the guy they want for this restart. Richards backing up as far as he can. We're inside the final 90 seconds, and now Richards will send it the other way. A mistouch there, and jumping onto the ball are the Hawks through Wigan. Caribou, though, nice job defensively. Colby Wheelette with the cleanup effort. Caribou ball, 65 seconds remaining. The Vikings throw it in. There's a nice touch. Popped over the top. Played forward. All the way out is Garner to collect the loose ball, not taking any chances. He charged forward at a goal and
almost took quite a chance, to be honest with you. Ball wasn't hit too hard. That made for quite a run for Garner.
Wigan knocks it ahead with his head. Down to 35 seconds remaining. Caribou, can they get one final move in the last 30 seconds? Here's the chance. Down to 25 as they streak down the far sideline. Looks like Hebert over there. Cross coming in. A couple of white shirts in the box. Getting ahead to it, but unable to steer it in direction was number 13, Hayden Hollibird.
Yeah, Hollibird in the right place at the right time. Just couldn't get proper aim on it.
And that's going to be the final action of the game. There's the whistle. That's regulation. We got 2 5-minute overtime periods coming up. Overtime soccer here on Ticket TV. Hermon and Caribou tied at 2. We'll take a quick timeout and back for the kickoff of the first overtime period right after this.
Roll the 5. Roll it now.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
Welcome back to the Paula Sports Complex, Hermon High School. The Hawks and the Caribou Vikings getting ready for overtime. Class B boys soccer, match number 2 of the season for both these squads, and 80 minutes, not enough to decide it. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Sweet Frog. From Friday Night Lights to the roar of the soccer crowd, Sweet Frog is your go-to game day treat. Stop by 878 Sweet Bee, Stillwater Avenue in Bangor, and pile on the fun with froyo and ice cream and all your favorite toppings. Sweet Frog, where sports and sweets always win.
So we have a 5-minute break until the start of the first of potential 2 5-minute overtimes. A goal ends it.
Golden
goal ends it. And there's a 2-minute break between the first and second 5-minute period if that second period is necessary.
And as Jay Baines, who's been hanging out up here in the booth with us, told us, they got to use this full 5-minute period even if the teams want to get back on the field before then. So we're waiting out for another 3 minutes until overtime starts. Until then, let's go back and take a look at the 4 goals that got us to this point. Owen Corrigan began the scoring just under 10 minutes into the contest.
Yeah, we tried it. You see, that's part of their strategy. Try to get him out ahead, and there's the lead pass. 2 defenders, but Corrigan splits him, gets the left foot on it, and Garner, the Hermon goalie's come out too far, and Corrigan makes it to 1-0 Caribou. Pass ahead, a deflection from Connor Kelly to Carter Wigan. Then that tied it up at 1, and here's a lead to Kelly. Tips the ball away from the goalie and gets it before it goes out of bounds and scores on a sharp angle, and the Hawks are up 2-1. There's a header by Caribou. It's cleared. There's Miller with a shot. He had the initial header, and there's Louis Hebert midway through the second half with the only goals of the second half. And we're 2-2 going into the extra periods.
A minute 45 remaining here before we get the extra time underway. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Union Street Towing. For over 40 years, they've been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully insured and licensed. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. We are also brought to you by Sweet Cheeks Bakery. If you've got a craving, Sweet Cheeks has you covered. Open in Holden, Verona Island, Ellsworth, and their newest location in Newport.
Shots on goal, 16 for Caribou, 11 for Hermon. Even in the second half, 7 apiece. Saves are 14 for Reed Garner of Hermon and 9 for Camden Caudry of Prescal. And corner kicks 5 for Hermon, 1 for the Caribou Vikings.
So a handful of the Vikings out on the field, talking things over with the referees, and now the Hermon Hawks making their way back out onto the pitch. Looks like Caribou's missing about 5 players out there. Oh, they're all there. The defense is back hanging out with the goalie.
They're having their own.
Yeah, having their own
meeting,
positional meeting here.
Yes. I wonder how the midfielders decide where to go in that situation. You know,
just stand next to each other.
I guess
whoever calls you into your huddle.
I mean, they did go out with the offense this time because they want to score the next goal. I'm sure, just like the Hawks do.
Caribou wanting to make it a sweet 2+ hour ride back, or however long it's going to take them to get back up to the county tonight.
So like 160 miles, something like that.
What's that on a yellow bus? 2.5?
Yeah, probably. Because once you get down the highway, you can cruise along.
You can bump it up a little bit. We are underway here in OT. 2 5-minute periods, but also decided by golden goal. So the first scorer will end this one. Off and running, Hebert getting across in, collected out of the air by Garner. Loose ball in the midfield. The Vikings trying to chase it down, and they will. So we've flipped once again. Caribou back heading in the direction that they were in the first half. A little bit of sunlight down at that end of the pitch. That ball goes out of play across the goal line. Caribou making the case for a corner. Hermon's trying to say it's a goal kick. The Hermon bench is stating their case pretty emphatically for a goal kick, but not getting listened to.
Official on this side of the field, play on the opposite side of the field. The call goes to Caribou. Just their second corner of the game. The first one was right off the top of the match, and when these teams are going in the same directions they are now.
It appears Carson Richards has throwing and corner kicking duty over there to bring this delivery into the middle of the box. Corrigan got a touch in the air. Hebert with a shot attempt blocked down, and now the Hawks clear it.
A couple of good bids there for Caribou off the restart.
Here comes Hermon jumping onto the ball for the first time in the extra period. Played forward, and Caudry having to come out from his goal face to scoop.
Yeah, good read there. Connor Kelly drawing a bead on that lead pass, but Caudry beat him to the spot.
Hermon backline not allowing that ball forward. This one thumped ahead. A couple of Vikings trying to get on the other end of it. Corrigan has his arms in the air. He thought he might have been shielded from the path. Vikings along the far side. This first extra 5, half over. 2.5 remaining. Once again, if we don't have a goal in the next 2:25, there will be a 2-minute break before the next 5-minute period. For Hermon, this is just what they're used to. 2 games on the season, 2 overtime contests. Why play 80 when you can play 90? Here's Messer making his way up from the midfield. Trying to pick out Wigan on the run. Takes a deflection, and now Bateman couldn't get there. Hermon trying to work it down towards their attacking end. Bateman running onto the ball, playing it forward for Wigan. Wigan timed up his run the best he could, and then Caribou just ushers the ball out of play.
Kobe Roulette there with a slide to kick it out of bounds and gives Hermon a chance to start their offense.
Bateman with the throw, and cleared by about 15 yards for Caribou.
Bateman wants somebody else to throw it in for him, but
no takers.
Distance. No, he wanted number 6, Andrew Reserve, to do it, but
this one thrown down into the corner. Wigan giving chase. He gets it. And a whistle. He drift into an offsides position. I guess so.
Can't tell where the line is because the line and the top of the fence, both yellow, and they merged there, so I couldn't see if the ball just went out of bounds or not.
30 seconds remaining in this first overtime period. Caribou trying to get this one cleared, and now they do so just across the width of the pitch. Hermon trying to sprint over there and get one last look at it. Here comes the throw from Bateman, headed away. Bateman trying to close down defensively and win the ball back, but Caribou thumps it back up towards the midfield. Intercepted there by Hermon. Hermon pokes it forward, but a little bit of miscommunication allows Caribou to clear it the other way. Sprinting onto the ball is Morrow. He gets the shot away, but you can hear the whistle in the background. Wouldn't have counted anyways. Garner made sure of it by sticking the ball to the turf. Scoreless through the first 5. Now a 2-minute break. And we go to a second overtime to try to find a winner here at the Pottle Sports Complex.
Boy, those 5 minutes go by quick, don't they?
They do. That thing flew right by.
They really do. They get about 3 chances apiece, or 3 trips up and down, and that's about it.
We can throw it to another break here. Back in 90 seconds for the start of the next overtime period on Ticket TV.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Welcome back to Hermon High School, getting ready for the second overtime period here between the Hawks and the Vikings. Ticket TV coverage presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith Brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a Deere. Coverage tonight also presented by Eastern Maine Community College at EMCC. Every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. Both teams making their ways back out onto the pitch. We know one thing for certain. This will be the final 5 minutes of soccer played tonight at the Pottle Sports Complex.
Oh.
Whoa.
Hermon was still...
Caribou trying to kick it off with Hermon still in a team huddle.
Clock operator right on it, though.
Not allowing the away team to get the jump like that. Now Caribou trying to make its way up the pitch. We have flipped yet again, so Messerv trying to win possession away for Hermon. He plays it into the midfield. Is he able to spring a teammate? Sprinting onto the ball and continuing the run is Scripture. Scripture gets it up ahead to Wigan. That got a rise out of the crowd. Wigan near the back line, cross in and offside netting.
Yeah, good hustle by Scripture there to try to make something happen.
Caribou very quickly takes that free kick because Ernie, first thing we said after going to break was, man, that 5 minutes went quickly. So
yeah, we're almost a minute into it now, but it's a sense of urgency that now we're seeing on the field, both sides.
Miller in the midfield from distance, and that bounces right on back to Garner and net.
Not a bad idea, though. I mean, that's all you can do is put the ball on goal and see what happens.
See if it takes a hop or something along the way.
Yeah. A lot of times you can get one of those shots that bounces right in front of the goalie.
And there's a whistle in the midfield and a free kick coming up for the Vikings. I think that was Messer with the strong challenge. Approaching 3.5 minutes remaining as this one is sent deep by Caribou. Played down at the edge of the area. Cross in. No, it goes behind the goal and out of play.
Well, they got it to Corrigan's foot, his left foot in that case. Shot over the top.
That end of the field shaded down there. Garner spots the ball, ready to bring it back in. Just on the north side of 3 minutes remaining in the overtime period. Hermon playing a short game. Here's Hart. Hart beneath us, down the near sideline, continuing the run, and then dispossessed by Caribou. A little give and go up the sideline. Caribou. Cross played in by Carter St. Pierre, taken away here by Hermon. Scripture is running in space again. Halfway through this second overtime period. Scripture feeding a teammate up the sideline. It's Wigan. Wigan has it poked free. Nice defense back there by the Vikings. Philbrick wide of Wigan that time. And out. Down in the far corner. I believe that's a throw right there from the other side of the flag. Yes, it is. Philbrick sends this one into the box, and Kadri has to deal with it as we dip inside 2 minutes remaining. Kadri covers about 50 yards in the air with that punt. Hart puts it out of play. St. Pierre trying to call his teammates up. Down to 90 seconds remaining. Left-footed cross towards the edge of the box, met first by Hermon. Played down by the Vikings. Sent ahead. Scramble for possession as Morrow tried to win it back. And now Hermon jumps onto it in the midfield area. Wigan trying to send it forward and off the back of the head of a Caribou Viking. That's headed out for a Caribou throw. We're down to a matter of seconds remaining. See the scoreboard there in the background. St. Pierre pops one up in the direction of goal. The white shirts trying to play it down and get one final look on goal. Interception by the Hawks. They cleared up the pitch. Caribou once again unable to turn onto the ball. Down to 30 seconds remaining. Declan Miller in the midfield. Sends it ahead. Down inside 20 seconds. Miller. St. Pierre moving forward. Can he get around Hermon?
Nice
No, he
play.
cannot. Hart, strong defense. Still with the Vikings, down to 5 seconds, and we get a whistle with 5 seconds, but the clock is still running, and this game is over. 2-2, the final in overtime. Caribou and Hermon tie this evening on Ticket TV. So for the Hermon Hawks, 2 draws to open the year, and for the Caribou Vikings, a record of 1-0-1. Don't go anywhere. We're back for the post-game show coming up next on Ticket TV.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you. And with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities. And right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia.
You'll do better at Darling's.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Welcome back to Hermon, and we welcome you into the McDonald's post-game show. There's a look at the final score here today. Caribou and Hermon playing to a 2-2 tie after a couple of overtime periods. Post-game show presented by McDonald's. Extra value meals are back. McDonald's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save and make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or you just can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer to find offers you won't want to miss. Let's get right into the action here in the post-game highlights. The game highlights presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Yeah, here's Hermon. The shot, nice save there by Cannon Cadre at the near post. And here comes Owen Corrigan splitting the defense, getting a left foot on the ball and tipping it past Reed Garner for the first goal of the game. Here's Corrigan again, this time. Nice job by Garner at the near post, going down and getting the ball. Still just 1-0. Leonard Ferragidi with the nice entry pass, tipped across by Connor Kelly to Carter Wigan, and it ties the game at 1 with 21 minutes left in the opening half. Another chance for Corrigan, but this time off the post after getting by Garner with a dribble. It's Ferenghetti sending it ahead, but this time it's Cadre with a save. Here's another chance for Corrigan. This time right in the middle of the goal is Garner to make the save. Here's a turn by Corrigan once again, kind of blind shot, screen shot, but again, Garner with the save. One more time, Corrigan again. A little snake bit there at that point. That shot wide.
He was busy in the first half.
That was Declan Miller there with a blast, and a dive by Garner keeps the score the same at 1-1. And here's a feed ahead to Connor Kelly. Jumps over the goalie, gets the ball before it gets to the end line, and shoots it across the goal inside the far post and in to give Hermon a 2-1 lead. There's another shot by the Hawks, this time wide to the near post. Here's Connor Kelly again, getting the ball to Wigan, who goes down. He's going to go down again here. This time the push draws the whistle.
Philbrick.
There's Nathan Philbrick with the shot. Pretty good effort around the Caribou wall, but to no avail. There's a header by Miller. Ball tipped back out. Here's Miller again, blocked, and there's Louis Hebert just inside the near post and just over the outstretched reach of Reed Garner. That tied the game at 2. 24:56 left in the second half. A little spinning shot almost fooled Cadre there, but he was able to tip it and it went out of bounds. Here's the corner kick. Slapped away by Cadre. And the game ends in a 2-2 stalemate.
Once again, those highlights brought to you by Next Home Experience. Now it's on to the game recap, brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com.
Well, let's go through the goals here first. Owen Corrigan from Max Morrow, 30:43 left in the first half to give Caribou a 1-0 lead. Then Carter Wigan on a pass from Connor Kelly at 21:03 left in the opening 40 minutes, 1-1. And then Hermon took its first lead as Kelly scores on a feed ahead from Thomas Meserve with 4 minutes left in the first half. Hermon led 2-1 at the break. Only score after intermission came by Louis Hebert. 24:56 left in the second half. That goal was unassisted. It came on a rebound. 2-2 at the end of regulation, and then no goals scored in the extra sessions, 5 minutes apiece, and final score 2-2. Both teams now 1 win, no losses, and 1 tie on the season. Shots on goal were 17-12 in favor of Caribou. Caribou 17 and Hermon 12 on the shots. Saves were 15 for Garner and 10 for Cadre. Garner for Hermon and Cadre for Caribou. And corner kicks, 5 for the Hermon Hawks and 2 for the Caribou Vikings.
And for the Hermon Hawks, still in search of that first win of the year, but undefeated at the same time.
Well, this is a good outcome for them. I mean, they only had 2 wins last season, and they've already got 1, and they've only played 2 games. And
0-2. 2 ties.
2, that's right. I'm sorry. And it's Caribou that's 1-0-1. But still, they're competitive. Caribou's a good team.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to be a good team all season for them to play with them. And for them to come back the way they did after Caribou kind of dominated most of the final 25 minutes.
Yeah.
With the exception of the first half, with the exception of the possibly the last 5. Second half and the overtimes were basically even.
Yeah.
And so for them to do that, to bounce back, I mean, it must have felt relieved at halftime. And I think Caribou were a little disappointed they didn't get off to a quicker start in terms of taking advantage. You saw the highlights and all the chances that the Vikings had in that first half, and only able to get 1, and probably a little disappointed about that. But Hermon, who played defensively very strong in their opener against Ellsworth, was more of the same here today, and they get out of here with a nice draw and some heel points, and off they go to play I think it's is it
Babs,
Ellsworth?
right?
No, is it? Yeah, it's John Babs next Monday. No, it doesn't get any easier for the Hawks. Caribou is at Ellsworth on Saturday, so both teams with tests. And for Caribou, second trip down from the county in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in 4 days. So that'll be an interesting test. I'm sure they're able to sleep up there, but still, just the idea of being on the road that much this early in the season is going to be a test unto itself. But 2-2 the final score.
Next up in our post-game show, time now to award the play of the game, and it's the goal that kept this one from having a winner.
Yeah, sent it to overtime. It starts on a free kick from deep, about 40 yards out. Little header there by Miller. It's cleared out, saved, the initial save made by Garner, and there's Miller with a left-handed shot there. Gets blocked, but right to Louis Hebert, and the freshman tucks it inside the near post and just above the outstretched reach of Garner, and that made it 2-2. 24:56 left in the second half, and from there it was the defenses that ruled as this game ends in a tie.
Play of the game brought to you by Quirk Auto Group. Now time for the player of the game. This is a guy that covered a lot of ground out there on the pitch
today. He really
today.
did. He just seemed to me to be the most active player on the field throughout the contest. Connor Kelly, he's going to get sent in by Thomas Meserve here. Gets ahead of the defense, tips the ball around. Kadri still has to race to get the ball before it goes out of bounds, and does. Just slides it underneath number 21 for Caribou. Goes to the far post after
Ben Bouchard down there.
Hits by Ben Bouchard and hits the inside of the far post and goes in. And that gave Hermon at the time a 2-1 lead. So, and he was just very active up and down the field. He covered, like I said, he probably covered more ground than anybody else out there. In addition, he had an assist and a goal. So, Player of the Game award goes to Connor Kelly of Hermon.
Well deserved there. Player of the Game presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at heroesportsgrill.com. Our coverage on Ticket TV also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. And we're presented by Dean's Detailing for over 5 decades. Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance. Protect your auto investment. Feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. We're also presented on Ticket TV by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for drivers ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Quick look at live events this week on the Ticket. Red Sox and A's probably playing out the finish there in Sacramento.
Hold on a minute. It was 4-3 in the top of the ninth.
Ernie will get us a final there.
Red Sox have scored in the top of the ninth. Tied at 4-4. 2 outs, runners on first and second. So they get a chance to take the lead, but at least they've rallied from a 4-3 deficit that lasted basically since the middle of the game.
Yeah.
Able to tie it in the ninth off the A's, and the Red Sox still in a position to perhaps get the sweep of the homeless A's.
Sox trying to take it to extras, delay that flight back across the country a little bit. Tomorrow night, week 2 in the NFL opens up on the Ticket. 7:30 coverage begins. Commanders at Packers. Kickoff right around 8:15. On Friday, the Red Sox welcome the Yankees to Fenway for the weekend. 7:10, the first pitch on Friday night. Coverage at 6:10. Saturday, pregame at 3:10. The first pitch at 4:10. That's on the airwaves of 92.9 The Ticket. Here's what's coming your way on Ticket TV the rest of this week and into next. We are up in Old Town tomorrow night, Victory Field for some boys soccer between the MDI Trojans and the Coyotes. And then on Friday night, Ernie, you'll be up in Orono for the Red Riots against the Minutemen.
Yeah, those two teams are the last two 8-man small school North Region champions.
There you go.
And so that's 2 teams with a lot of pride there, and we'll see how that comes out.
Next week kicks off right back here at Paulo Sports Complex. The Hermon boys hosting the John Babs Crusaders at 6. And on Tuesday, we're over at Cameron Stadium in Bangor, where the Rams play host to the Witches for Class A boys soccer.
And if you want to watch the game that we just had here between the Hawks of Hermon and the Caribou Vikings, and you missed it the first time, or you know somebody else that wants to see it, knowing how it came out or not knowing how it came out, Ticket TV is free, live, always free. We show it live and we show it on demand. So you can go to our website, 929theticket.com, or the Ticket app.
Yeah, or the Ticket app.
Okay. and find it. Find Ticket TV on that website, and you can watch this game again if you wish.
Always available to you is Ticket TV. Last thing here to do tonight from Hermon is to give credit to our crew. Down in the truck, we had Max Pottle directing and producing. He was on the graphics as well. Callum Bryant in there, assistant director, and on the scoreboard, Kim Mitchell, our lone camera operator, and Ernie Clark, my broadcast partner, on this, a 2-2 draw between the Vikings and the Hawks on Ticket TV. Well, that will do it for about 24 hours until we're back tomorrow night in Old Town. This has been High School Sports on Ticket TV.
On Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College. One college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High School Sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Town East Toyota, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High School Sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.